The Shroud of Turin is one of the most mysterious and debated relics in human history. A linen cloth measuring approximately 14 feet long and 3.5 feet wide, it bears the faint image of what appears to be a crucified man. For centuries, believers have claimed it is the burial cloth of Jesus Christ, while skeptics argue it is nothing more than an elaborate medieval forgery. But what does science say? In this video, we will explore the extensive scientific investigations conducted on the shroud, examining the evidence, controversies, and debates that continue to surround this enigmatic artifact. The earliest recorded history of the shroud dates back to the 14th century, when it was displayed in a church in Lirey, France. However, some believers argue that its origins trace back much further, possibly even to the 1st century AD. Some suggest that it may have been the same burial cloth described in the Gospels, used to wrap the body of Jesus after his crucifixion. Over the centuries, the shroud was transferred to various locations before being housed permanently in the Cathedral of St. John the Baptist in Turin, Italy, where it remains today. For many, the shroud is more than just a historical artifact. It is a sacred relic that serves as a tangible connection to Jesus Christ. Its influence extends beyond religious faith, capturing the fascination of historians, scientists, and the general public alike. The question of its authenticity has sparked intense debate and numerous investigations over the years, with researchers attempting to uncover the truth through various scientific methods. The first significant scientific examination of the shroud occurred in 1898 when an Italian photographer named Secondo Pia took the first known photograph of it. What he discovered shocked the world. The image on the shroud appeared to be a photographic negative, meaning that its details became much clearer when viewed in reverse. This finding raised numerous questions. How could a medieval artist have created such an effect centuries before the invention of photography? Could this be evidence that the shroud was not merely a painting or artistic depiction but something more profound? In 1978, a major scientific study was undertaken by the Shroud of Turin Research Project, STURP. This team of experts from various scientific fields, including chemistry, physics, and forensic pathology, used advanced technology to analyze the fabric and the mysterious image imprinted upon it. Their findings were intriguing. No traces of paint, pigment, or brushstrokes were found, suggesting that the image was not manually created. Instead, they determined that the image resulted from a chemical reaction that caused the top fibers of the linen to discolor. However, exactly how this reaction occurred remained a mystery. One of the most controversial studies on the shroud took place in 1988, when a team of scientists conducted radiocarbon dating to determine its age. Small samples of the linen were taken and tested at 3 different laboratories, each arriving at a similar conclusion. The cloth was dated to between 1260 and 1390 AD. This result seemed to confirm that the shroud was a medieval artifact rather than an ancient relic from the time of Christ. However, critics have pointed out potential flaws in this testing process. Some argue that the samples used for the dating were taken from a section of the cloth that had been repaired in the Middle Ages, rather than from the original fabric. Others suggest that contamination from centuries of handling and exposure to fire may have skewed the results. Despite the carbon dating controversy, modern scientific methods have continued to provide fascinating insights into the shroud. Advanced imaging techniques such as ultraviolet and infrared spectroscopy have been used to study the image in greater detail. Researchers found that the image appears to be the result of oxidation and dehydration of the linen fibers, rather than being applied with paint or dye. This unique characteristic has led some scientists to speculate that the image may have been formed by a burst of radiation, possibly linked to a supernatural event. Another fascinating line of investigation involves pollen analysis. Scientists have discovered pollen grains embedded in the fabric that match species found in the Middle East, including plants specific to Jerusalem. This suggests that the cloth may have originated in the same region where Jesus lived and was crucified. Additionally, microscopic studies have identified traces of limestone on the shroud, which closely match the type of limestone found in ancient tombs in Jerusalem. Bloodstain analysis has also played a crucial role in the study of the shroud. Forensic experts have examined the reddish stains present on the cloth and confirmed that they contain real human blood. Some researchers claim that the blood is of type AB, which is more commonly found in Middle Eastern populations. The positioning of the stains aligns with wounds described in historical accounts of Roman crucifixions, adding further credibility to the belief that the image represents a real crucified man. Despite these scientific findings, debates continue to rage over the true nature of the shroud. Some scholars believe it to be an elaborate medieval forgery, created using artistic techniques that mimic the wounds of a crucified figure. One theory suggests that the shroud was made using a bas-relief sculpture or heated metal to create the image. Others propose that it was formed through natural chemical reactions involving body gases interacting with the linen. One of the most intriguing aspects of the shroud is its photographic negative effect. Unlike traditional paintings or drawings, the image on the cloth appears more detailed and lifelike when viewed in negative form. Some researchers argue that this effect could not have been achieved by medieval artists, leading to speculation that it was formed through an unknown natural process or even by supernatural means. Some believers suggest that the shroud's image was imprinted by a burst of energy released during the resurrection of Jesus. This hypothesis, often referred to as the supernatural radiation theory, proposes that a sudden release of light or heat could have altered the chemical composition of the linen, leaving behind the mysterious image. While this theory remains highly controversial, it underscores the deep connection between faith and science in discussions surrounding the shroud. The study of the shroud is far from over. New scientific techniques, including 3D imaging, artificial intelligence, and DNA analysis, are being employed to further analyze the cloth and its enigmatic image. As technology advances, researchers hope to uncover more details about its origins, composition, and the exact process that created the image. Regardless of its authenticity, the shroud remains one of the most compelling and enduring artifacts in human history. For millions of people around the world, it is a symbol of faith, sacrifice, and mystery. Whether it is a relic of Jesus Christ or a medieval masterpiece, its impact on art, history, and culture is undeniable. Will science ever provide a definitive answer to the mysteries of the shroud? Or will it remain an eternal enigma, inspiring faith and curiosity for generations to come? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Shroud of Turin, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating explorations of history, science, and faith. Thanks for watching.